G'day, I'm John Ford for Caravan World for Australia's Best Hybrids event, brought to you by Tough Dog 4-wheel drive suspension. Here we have the Great Aussie Striker 16. It's a full height caravan, one of the few in the competition this year. It's a brand new model, it was only finished last week. It's got lots of features and I think a lot of people will like it as a couples tourer. Let's go and have a look around.
Great Aussie builds trailers in every which way. They build full composite, they have wooden frame options, but this Striker has a welded alloy frame dubbed Alitech, and I think it's the right option. Alloy is light, it is rigid, and it's obviously going to stay rot free. Now the chassis has a 6-inch A-frame and a laminated twin 4-inch main runners. Now the suspension underneath is from Tough Ride, and the disc brake system is developed by them directly. The combination is exceptional. The bearings used in the 3,000 kilo rated Tough Ride suspension is tapered roller bearings. Now the benefit of those is that they are smoother, quieter, and have less friction than traditional bearings, which means they should last longer and require less servicing.
The innovation for me in the Striker is, Great Aussie, they're good builders of caravans, and I think they've brought with them that knowledge and that skill and those features from Great Caravans and brought them with them into this hybrid genre. It is so much like a caravan, but it's not. It is a hybrid. It fits the definition of a hybrid, yet it has the ease of use of being a full height caravan with all those creature comforts of a caravan, yet it is giving you the option to enjoy a hybrid lifestyle. I think it's a great overall package.
An interesting feature about the Great Aussie Striker is it's very much like a small caravan. It has a layout that's very familiar to caravan users. That is a front bed, a full width rear bathroom, and a kitchen on one side, and a sideways seat on the other. It's great for people who want that sort of layout but want a downsized tying rig. I reckon it's really good. It's not difficult for two people to live in that space, and they can learn to work around each other. In addition, there's the external kitchen, which of course means you can do a lot of your cooking outside, which works even better. In terms of fitting, I like the Aussie Traveller security door. I reckon that's a great feature to have in any rig, and that certainly works in this application. Something to keep in mind with this hybrid is that although it has a full width bathroom, it's actually narrower than usual, and the doorway is also narrower. So when you're moving around, you have to take a little more care, but once you get used to that, it's not a problem.
Great Aussie's been around for a while making caravans, and there's a lot of influence in this hybrid, but they brought a lot of their technology from their caravan line. 600 watts of solar, 200 amps of lithium battery, 2000 watt inverter, a really good charging system with an app for your phone that can turn on the lights, turn on the power and so on, but also keeps a really good track of how your power usage is going. Maybe the fallback, 190 litres of water, the 95 litre grey water tank. That means you can go into national parks. Overall, I think they've done a pretty good job with self-sufficiency. It's not over the top, but it's sensible and it'll work for you.
The X factor for the Striker, it is very caravan-esque. It has a very small footprint, it is quite narrow, and it fits within the tracks of its tow vehicle. So you'd be able to take it a lot of places. Its height would be the only thing that would limit where you could take it. It looks good, it's got funky decals, it stands out. The other advantage of it being a full height van is that it's going to have better thermal properties, so you're not going to be losing any of your heat or any of your cool air as soon as you pop the top and you have that canvas to contend with the elements. So you could take it anywhere, whether it be hot, whether it be cold, it's going to retain its warmth or its heat inside. So another bonus for me.
To tow the Great Aussie, you do need a vehicle capable of towing up to 3,000 kilos. So a modern full drive double cab ute, a large SUV like a Land Cruiser. The options are plenty. I think the disc brakes that are fitted to this camper make a big difference to its braking. It is instantaneous feel through the pedal and it pulls up really nicely. Towing the Great Aussie felt fantastic. You just need to be aware of its height. And that is also a consideration when going off-road. Keep an eye on low branches. At over 3 meters tall, you will be limited in where you can go with the Great Aussie Striker.
Compared to a pop top The Striker is an incredibly easy unit to use. There's no end to extend. Basically, you just park, set out the corner stabilizers, and the van is ready to use. The awning is a manual, and of course there's the external slide-out kitchen which just pops out very easily. In terms of ease of use, I'd rate this rig really highly.
The Great Aussie Striker is just over $111,000, but for that you're getting an Australian-built, quality Australian-built van with all the creature comforts that you would get in a full-size caravan. It's essentially a 19 or 20 foot couples caravan shrink wrapped or put through the dryer with all those creature comforts in a much smaller 16 foot 6-inch package. It really serves two masters, the Striker, and I think it's pretty good value for money.
They've got a 5-year structural warranty, so that's on the chassis and the suspension. And they've got a 2-year warranty on the rest of the caravan. In a lot of respects, that's 100% more than a lot of caravans who only have 1 year.
It's really interesting and exciting to see Great Aussie vans entering into the market of the hybrid. Now, Great Aussie have come to it in a slightly different approach than most other manufacturers. They are predominantly a caravan company, so they've come to it with caravan thinking, which is why the layout reflects what you'd expect in a 19-footer, but it's in such a compact body. I'm a big fan.